All right, so I'm back, and today we are going to take a look at the third of the Neca Toys Predator figures. That I of those particular wave anyway. Um, because this was the one I had back when I was a kid, when they had the first original toys out. So that's why it was like this whole wave was. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go back to my previous NECA Predator reviews. But this is the Renegade Predator, which I believe the original name was Stalker. So, anyway, so here he is in all his bright green glory. The original figure is one of those, if you held it under the light for a long time and then turned off the light, it'd actually glow in the dark for a while. So that was really cool back in the day. I don't think this one does that, but oh well. Yeah, I've been looking everywhere for this thing for the last couple months since I got the first two, and I just couldn't find them anywhere. So I ended up having to go to a comic book store and spending almost twice as much for them. But it is what it is. The good thing and bad thing about comic book stores is, as we all probably know by now, is they usually have what you need in stock, but they usually charge a lot more than what you can get at any other store. So anyway, so here he is. So first off, we'll take a look at the accessories. He comes with this staff thing, which is actually pretty cool. It's nice hard plastic. Got some good paintwork going on here. It's a little crooked though. The dog is getting something to drink, so that's what that noise in the background is. But yeah, it's a single cast, it looks like. It doesn't look like anything rotates. And yeah, it's a little bent and crooked, which is unfortunate. But, it's like these... I'm not buying any more NECA Predators. I'm going to say that right now. It's really like they took time and care into making them, designing them, and coming up with ideas to paint them and stuff. But then they totally just botched the whole follow through. Because this right here is a great example of, it's like, okay, this thing looks cool. The design's awesome. The paint work is there. But then they're just like, oh yeah, it's crooked. Who cares? It's like, why would you take all that time and effort if you're just not going to finish it? Anyway, so yeah, it's like I had to finish the set, but it's just, I'm not satisfied with the set. He also comes with this pistol thing, which, I don't understand. I didn't think Predators had pistols, but whatever. So it's like, again, single cast. Got some washes and gunmetal grays and silvers and little dots of red. It's a pretty... it's cool for what it is, but I don't care for it. Just because it's just not something I usually care for. And then he also has this. This is the the shoulder cannon here. We're going to leave this off while we do the posability, but you just take this and it'll just clip in like so, just like that, and it looks pretty good, pretty nice. Nice little shoulder cannon there. I really do dig that. It's a cool little accessory, and it kind of sets them apart from the other Predators, because the other ones just have those little shoulder ones. They're not the most stable figures, but they have the little shoulder ones. I should pull that out real quick. So he's just got that molded into his armor here. It's really tiny. And then this one, same kind of deal. It's just kind of sitting there. Whereas this one, he's got like this whole backpack assembly, which is really nice. And that's much more like the original movie Predators. Not so compact, but had the whole backpack kind of thing going on. So we're going to set this off to the side. And that's really it for his accessories. Over here, he's got the double-bladed wrist thing, which actually you can pull out. Again, that's much more like the actual Predators from the movie. There weren't super massive like, say, like his. Don't get me wrong, I love this guy's blades, but this is more in line with the movie. Let's see, does this open? No, that does not open. It would have been really cool if it did. Anyway, so slide that back in. All right, so what we got posability wise? Head, it's on a ball joint, so you get the side to side, up and down. Looks left and right. Mask doesn't come off. That's unfortunate. I really, really wish they would have designed that. Dreads are nice, soft plastic here, so they don't get quite caught up. His shoulders can kind of go out about that far, and then they go up and down, and I just broke it. This little tube here was glued in right here, and just by bending it, I broke it off, which is, awesome. I love that. We gotta go in and out a little bit. We got an elbow bend. It does swivel at the elbow. He's got another one of those tubes here, which is probably gonna break off if I keep moving it. Hand rotates around. It's on a ball joint. This one actually seems to have a little bit better construction than the other two, because his hands do seem to be staying on a little bit better until just now when I pulled that off. Now it's not going back in right. It's got a waist swivel, which it's actually, this is all like kind of a softer plastic. As you can see, I just pulled that right off. Yeah. Like I said, not kind of cheaply made. Legs can kind of go up and down, in and out. The armor kind of soft armor, so it kind of gets out of the way. Double bend elbow or double bend knee. That's pretty nice. There's a bit of a thigh swivel. Foot is on a ball joint. A little up and down, side to side, all around. All in all, pretty decently posed figure. I do like him a lot. It's actually, of the original three when I had him as a kid, he was my least favorite. But of these new three Neca Predators, he is probably my favorite. Even with the not so good design. So yeah, there we go. All right, so let's get the other two in here so you can kind of see how they look together. There's the Scavenge and Crack Tusk. And I think part of the thing that I like a lot about him is that he looks almost like just the original Predator, just a little bit brighter green, which is really nice. I really like it. For rating, I'm going to give him probably an 8 out of 10. I think it's a pretty good figure. My biggest downside with it, and with any of these, is at the end of the day, they're not toys. And, I know some people are going to sit there and say, well, they're not supposed to be toys. They're collectible items. It's like, yeah, I understand that. But at the same time, you buy them in the toy aisle. I bought these two at Toys R Us. So, yeah, they're toys. They're not high-end collectibles. They're $20 a piece. That's not a high-end collectible. And ultimately, it shows. And it's so hard because it's very clear that they care about these figures. They just don't execute it very well. These two, they've got a lot of mesh work. This mesh that's all over their bodies. Zoom it in here. See, they have all this mesh work. And, usually I'm not the biggest stickler on paint. But if you're going to put all this mesh work on something like that, and not paint it, that's just a waste. You sculpt it in, but you don't paint it. Again, the accessories, it's like This is really nice, but I don't recall ever seeing a Predator use something like this. So I don't get it. The shoulder cannon is nice. I would have liked it if they took this plastic here and just put a little bit more time in the figure. Just a little bit more. That's all. That's all I ask. Just a little bit more effort in there. But yeah, especially since they recycle parts and stuff. I mean, it's really kind of unfortunate. It's like, okay, you recycled parts, you're cutting back costs wherever you can, and yet they tried. It's just they didn't succeed. I feel like they didn't succeed as well as they could have with this line. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think, like I said, they're cool figures, and they're going to be cool just to sit on my display shelf. And that's all they're going to ever do, is just sit there on display shelf. I'm not going to take them off and go fiddle with them like I do Transformers, because they're not going to hold up. They're going to start breaking. Things are going to pop off, and that's when the joy kind of comes out of. So anyway, if you're a huge fan of Predators, or if you had the original set, I recommend them. If not, then don't pick them up. I don't think they're worth it. If you're just kind of a casual collector, this is $60 worth of figures right here, and it's like, is it really worth it that much? So anyway, there you go. There is the Neca Toys Renegade Predator.